BSc 10 Maths. This is my sister Tina Lovers. She teaches 8 Maths. Alright, now let's jump into the video. Today we are going to be learning exercise 4.2 first question second subdivision. Alright, now let's read the question. Find the roots of the following quadratic equations by factorization method. Okay, so by factorization method we are going to be finding the quadratic equation. We are going to be solving it. Okay, so here they had mentioned a quadratic equation. So as you guys know, today we are going to be solving the second subdivision. So here we have 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Alright. So here now again how we did it in the first subdivision, we are going to be doing it the same process. Okay. So we shall just write a is equal to b is equal to c is equal to. Okay. So here what is the a value? So as you guys know, standard form, that is x square ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Am I right? So here the a value like that we are going to be finding. Okay, we are going to be comparing with this equation. Okay, so here what is the a value? So we are supposed to write only the coefficient. Okay, so here the a value is 2. Why? Because for x square the coefficient is 2. Okay, so we shall write the 2, and for x what is the coefficient? For x the coefficient is 1. Okay, and then for the next term, that is the last term, that is the constant term, here of course we shall write the minus 6 as it is. Okay, so now as you guys know, according to the rule we are supposed to multiply this one and with the last one, first one with the last one. So let me just show that like this we are supposed to multiply. Okay, so as you guys know we are going to be multiplying it. So here we have 2, here we have 6. So 2 into 6 is 12. Okay, so since we have minus here, so plus into minus is minus, so it is minus 12. Okay, so as you guys know, when we just multiply the first value and the last value, we got minus 12. Okay, so as you guys know, since we got minus 12, now we are going to be finding the factors of 12. Okay, so you guys might be wondering what are the factors of 12. So the factors of 12 are 1 into 12, so 1 into 12 is 12, and then 2 into 6 is 12, and 4 into 3 is 12. Okay, so here we are supposed to find a value, in whichever table we get 12, we are supposed to write those factors. Okay, so in whatever tables we get 12 more, we are supposed to write it down. Okay, so that is the meaning of factors of 12. Okay, so we get 12 in 12 table, and we get 12 in 6 table, we get 12 in 4 table, 3 table, 2 table, of course. So both are same. If you just put it ulta, yeah, of course it is same. So here now what we are going to do is, since we multiply first digit and the last digit, we got minus 12. So when we just multiply these factors, we should get 12. But when we just add or subtract these factors, we should get 1. So you guys might be wondering, why should we get 1? Not other values. Why? Because here as you guys can see, when we just multiply it, when we just multiply the first value and the last value, we get a number. Am I right? So we get a number and we are supposed to find the factors of that number. How we found it right over here. So now when we just multiply those factors, we should get the 12, but when we just add or subtract the factors, we should get 1. Why? Because here the middle term is 1. Whatever in middle the number is there, no, we are supposed to get that number. Okay, so here the coefficient of x is 1, so we are supposed to get 1. Am I right? So likewise, so when we just add or subtract these factors, we should get 1, but when we just multiply them, we should get 12. Okay, so now let us do that. So first when we just check it with 1 into 12, so when 1 into 12 is 12 of course, but when we just add it, we won't get 1. When we just subtract it also, we won't get 1. When we just look at that numbers itself, we will get to know we will not get 1. I am sure that we will not get 1. Okay, so now let's go on to the next one. So in the first case we didn't get 1, but when we multiplied that number, we got 12. Okay, so it is not possible. when we just look at the second case, here we have 2 into 6. Am I right? So here when we just multiply 2 into 6, we get 12, but we add them means we will get 8. Am I right? So but we want 1, we don't want 8. Okay, so when we just add them we get 8, but when we just separate them we won't get 1. So this is also not possible. But now let's come on to the next one. So next one we have 4 into 3. So when we just add them we get 8, but when we just subtract it we might get 1. Okay, so now let's check it out. Why? Because I am sure that we'll get it just by looking at it. Okay, so now we are going to be looking at we are going to be adding or subtracting 4 comma 3. Okay, so first of all let's add it. So 4 plus 3 is 8 and 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. Alright, so we got is 4 minus 3 is 1. So I am sure that 4 minus 3 we can just write it in the place of x. Okay, so in the place of this middle term we can just write 4 minus 3. Why? Because 4 minus 3 is 1. Okay, so here note down this. So here don't get confused between the signs. Okay, so you guys might be wondering why did I put minus for 3 not for 4. Why? Because if I put the minus for 4, when we just subtract them we get minus 1. Am I right? But according to the question we are supposed to get positive 1, that is a plus 1. That's why when we just do like this we get 1. Okay, so don't get confused in this. So here instead of 1 I am going to be writing 4 minus 3 and of course the variable. Okay, so when we just do it ahead you guys might get to know what I am trying to say. Okay, so as you guys know 4 minus 3 we get 1. Okay, x in this place I am going to be writing this one. Okay, so now let us solve it. So first of all we have 2x square, so we can just write the 2x square as it is. So 2x square, and here we have plus x. So as you guys know here instead of plus x I am going to be writing 4 minus 3. Okay, so here we have a variable. Am I right? So the variable is x. So what I am going to do is I am going to be putting this variable x to 4 as well as minus 3. So it is plus 4 and then variable x and then minus 3 x. Okay, and then here we have minus x, you can just write the minus x as it is equal to 0. Alright, so now finally we just simplified it. Now we are going to be taking the common. Okay, so for taking the common we are supposed to take the common value. Okay, so here we have 2, here we have x square, here we have 4, here we have x. Am I right? So we have 1 into 2. So I am just taking what is the 2. Okay, so 1 2s are 2, likewise I am just taking it. Okay, so here we get 4 in 2 table, that is 2 into 2. Okay, so this is for your understanding, don't get confused. So 2 into 2. So here which one is common, whether x or 2. So we are supposed to take the common variable or common number. Am I right? So here we have 2, we have 1 2 3, we have 3 2s. Okay, and that too we have 3 x's as well. Why? Because here it is x square and here we have one more x. So totally we have 3 x's and 3 2's. Okay, so since we have 3 x's and 3 2's, we are going to be taking 2 x's common. Alright, so as you guys know we have 2 common in this and then we have x also common. So I just took 1 x as common. Okay, so now what I am going to do is I am going to be multiplying with a number in which we should get the above values, that is 2x square and plus 4. First I am taking this term and then we shall go on with this term. Okay, so here so I am going to be multiplying with the number so that we should get 2x square and 4x. Okay, why? Because in these both terms only we just took it as common. Okay, so first of all 2x into x is 2x square. Even the square is really important. Okay, so you guys should note down that squares are really important and even the x's. Okay, so you should just don't get confused. Okay, you don't get confused in that and you should understand it. Okay, so 2x into x is x square and then now we have plus 4x. Okay, so since we have 2x outside, so 2 into 2 is 4. Okay, so we can just write 2 into 2 is 4 and we have one x, so of course x. So 2x into 2 is 4x. Okay, now we can just close the bracket. Okay, I hope you guys understood this. So 2x into x is 2x square, 2x into 2 is 4x. Okay, so now we have minus 3x minus 6. We are going to be taking in this a common number. Okay, so let us do it. First of all, we have minus sign. So here the minus sign is common, so we can just take the minus sign as it is. And here which number is common or which variable is common? So here we have only one variable, but here we have 3 and here we have 6. So the factor of 6 is 3. Am I right? 3 into 2 is 6. So here we have 3 into 2 is 6. So here which number we have the most? So here we have 3 the most. Am I right? So here also we have 3, here also we have 3. So we can just take 3 as common. Okay, so we can just take 3 as common. So I just took it outside. Now let us do it in bracket. Okay, so whatever we do, whatever multiplication we do, we should get the above values. Okay, so now we want minus 3x. Already we have minus here, already we have 3. So minus 3 into x is minus 3x, we get it. Am I right? And then here we have minus 6. So if I do minus into plus is minus. So minus into plus is minus. So minus into plus is minus, as you guys know, and we need 6. Already we have 3 outside. Okay, remember that already we have 3 outside, so we can just write 2. Why? Because 3 into 2 is 6. So minus 3 into plus 2 is minus 6. We got the above value. Alright, now is equal to 0. So here which one is common? So here also we have common, that is x plus 2, and here also we have x plus 2. Am I right? So these values are common. So we can just take it as common right over here. Okay, instead of writing both the values, now we can just take one as common. Alright, so now we have few values left out right over here. So we can just take those values, that is 2x and minus 3. Okay, so 2x, so it's in bracket 2x, and then minus 3 here we have. So we can just write that also is equal to 0. Alright, so now what we can just do is we can just write plus 2, my x plus 2 is equal to 0, comma 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Alright, so I just wrote it like this. So here x is equal to, when I get this plus 2 to this side, that is the right side, it changes into minus 2 since it is positive right over here, since it is plus right over here. Okay, so likewise here also we shall do that. So here we have 2x, and when I get this minus 3 to the right side, it changes into plus 3. So it is plus 3. Alright, so now here we can just do some more steps right over here. So let me just do it right over here. Okay, so you guys don't get confused. So this is one separate thing. Okay, I'm going to be doing it right over here. Okay, don't get confused. So I'm writing the same value, that is x is equal to minus 2, and we got 2x is equal to 3. Okay, so this one we can't just take it in the right side. Why? Because x value already we got. So here we can just do it. Am I right? So here it is 2 into x, it is in the multiplication form. When we get it to the right side, it changes into division. Okay, so it is x is equal to 3 divided by 2. Am I right? So when we get it to the right side, they change their sign. Okay, so note down that. Okay, so finally we got the x value. So let me just write this one as it is. Alright, okay, so we got the x value. So as you guys know, finally we got the x value. Okay, so are you guys sure that these values are correct? I mean, these values are correct. So if you guys want to know whether whatever answers we got, know whether it is correct or not, you can just use a method. Okay, I just explained that method in the first subdivision. Okay, so in that first subdivision I just explained the easy method, and that too how to find these things, that is if we multiply the first one and the last one, we get a number and we are going to be finding the factors of that number, and we are going to be doing so on. We keep on doing those stuffs, right? So in that first subdivision I just explained it detailedly. Okay, if you guys want to watch that video, you can just watch that video. So that was the previous video, so there you can just check it out, how to find whether the answers are correct or not. Okay, what we just do is we just substitute the x value in the question, and instead of x square I will put -2. Likewise here also instead of x I will put -2, and then if I solve that, no, we'll get answer as 0. If we get the answer as 0, then it is correct. Okay, so I know it's little bit tricky when I just explain it, but if you guys want to know how to do that, do watch the previous video, that is the exercise 4.2 first subdivision video. Okay, so that's all for this question.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like this video, share it to your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any doubt, you can comment me in the comment section. You can find my videos in the playlist. You can also find my sister